Hello Pisces, thanks for coming to your December 2019 chakra healing session with me. My name is Ajua. This month I'm kind of late as I had a sewing project that took too much of my time. Either way, I've always wanted to rearrange it anyway so that when you got the healing information, you would work on yourself after the full moon, during that period when you're letting go, when the moon is going into death, and then by the time the new moon comes, you'll be kind of ready and all organized and prepared to gain more new information, depending on where that new moon is in your charts. So it all worked out well. I think it's all perfect and in divine timing. At this moment, I'm going to call on the divine creator of all things, mighty ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, to use me as a channel to pass on the healing information that needs to come to the Pisces that are watching me at this moment. Thank you so much. I'll be pulling 7 cards for the 7 chakras, and we'll talk about what needs to be healed, and then we'll pull some archangel cards, and then after that we'll do a channeling session. Okay, so with your ancestors and spirit guides. So it's all good. By the time, within 40 to an hour pretty much, and it's pretty good because it's all about you getting the information that you need. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm done shuffling. I'm gonna cut the cards now. Alright, let's pull this for Pisces. Okay. Okay. So Pisces, in your first base chakra you have the Queen of Swords. In your second you have the Queen of Coins. In the third you have the Hangman. In the fifth you have the Five of Swords. In the fifth chakra you have the Nine of Staves. In the sixth chakra you have the Ace of Coins. In the seventh you have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so let's dive right in. Right off the bat, the first chakra, which is all about your foundation, your base, and the things that you're doing to survive, right? So things that has to do with the material realm, okay? Very 3D oriented. Your food, clothing, and shelter is the main basic things that I can think of, and that's what you cannot live without, really. So let's just keep it there. It's very simple, to the point. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is about you thinking about some kind of loss. In this situation, you invested your time, probably money and effort into an adventure that's supposed to bring you financial blessings, and it didn't turn out the way you wanted. You lost out on some things. Whatever it is that you invested in, you were supposed to get some material gains back, and it didn't happen. So you're very angry, you're very bitter here, you're going through a lot of pain. The only interesting thing too is that you're not talking about it. It's just kind of silent. You're being strong about it and kind of keeping it all within. Okay, so it is a very bad thing for you. It's not a healthy way for you to release what is happening to you. Although you have lost something, you're entitled to be in pain, okay, and all that stuff. But in this placement, you have to get out of this mode so that you can you move on from it and work on something to help you to feel better and to replenish the things that you've lost. So you cannot wallow in this situation for a long time. Okay, so you quickly have to understand that living in this pain is going to hinder you from finding solutions. If you stay there too long, you're entitled to pain, but don't stay in this energy too long, and don't hold on to this pain too long. You have to release it by first accepting what has happened, okay? Because silent pain kills. You get heart attacks from that very easily, especially when you're not even communicating about it, so you're not releasing any. Okay, so you need to do some grounding work. You need to breathe first off. You need to meditate also. With this situation, you really need to meditate, seeing yourself in a better light. Okay, eat your red fruits and vegetables. Cleanse your colon, especially cleanse your colon, and cleanse your whole body. This is the good time for you to put your feet also in salt water, sea salt water, okay, and pray and imagine that all the stuff that you've lost and gone through are coming out of your system through your feet. Do that for 20 to 30 minutes whilst you visualize all the negative energy coming through your feet. That will really make you feel relieved. I think that's what you need to do for that. And keep a bloodstone, a smoky quartz, to repel the negative energy, okay, and the bloodstones to help you to strengthen yourself again and find yourself again quickly, so that you can move on and do things that you're gonna need to bring in what you need to bring in, so that you don't cut yourself off of a survival. It's dangerous. It's a very dangerous place for you to have these emotions. You don't want to be depressed at your job and for your boss to call you and tell you, why are you angry? Why are you walking around like that? You need to cheer up and you need to all this stuff, and then you forcing yourself to smile, and in so much pain. So you have to actually not ignore it and work on releasing the pain. Okay, so that's what I have for you for the first chakra. The second chakra, you have the Queen of Coins. Your desire is to be wealthy, is to have all of your money and everything together. Okay, so in this situation, I feel like this is what you desired and you didn't get it. Okay, so it is a good desire to have. It will probably keep you in a positive light or bring you out of the situation, because you somehow believe that when you have all of your finances together and you have your freedom and you have money in the bank chilling and all that stuff, you'll be able to go out there and live a pleasurable life and feel happier. You have that belief system there, and there's nothing wrong with you believing that, but my only thing that I have to say about this is that don't connect your pleasure with financial gain, because then you would never be happy on this planet, because money comes and goes. One day you're rich, next day you're poor. You can plan all you want. People lose their houses here in California all the time. Fall comes, people's house just burned. You think they were thinking about their house burning in the summer? No. But things happen. So you cannot base your pleasure, your joy, your happiness, your passion, things that bring you, these good energies on you becoming rich first, or you having money in the bank first. It's not wise. So I hope that's not what's going on, but it's not a bad thing to desire that since you've lost some anyway. So that's just an advice. I don't think that you need to work on it, you know. So moving on to the third chakra here, you have the Hangman here. You have intuitively where your willpower is, your own wisdom. I said your own wisdom. Yeah, it's your personal wisdom. It's your personal will here. Okay, this is your fighting force, your strength, you know, your courage. You have gone into the hangman mood, which is you are trusting in the universe and letting go of what you want to will into the world. Okay, in some cases you are basically not acting. You're not. You are saying, I want to let go of this for now. Mighty universe, you take charge and see how you can take me with this situation. Help me to see this from a different light. So to me, it signals that things are not going the way you want it to go. So you're kind of releasing and getting help. But this is not the place that the Hangman is supposed to be in this situation. I feel like this is the place where you need to be more firm. But then at this moment you are in so much pain in the foundation concerning the situation that I can see how you go into you want to seek for, you know, like to see it from a different perspective and to allow fate, the universe, you know, the divine purpose to take its course. Like I said, I don't think that this is a good place for you to have the Hangman, and I'm going to stick with that. I think that you need to be acting here, doing something, taking some action. Sometimes you don't need to take any action though when you're manifesting some certain things. But you see, this is a situation where it's a financial thing, it's a physical thing. Yes, you have to have some logic here, and you have to have some amount of action here. In this case, you want the spirit guides and you want the universe to do it. You want things to unfold in its own natural course so that you can see how things play out. It's okay since you are in pain, but just like I advised you for the first one, don't stay in that mode for a long time, and don't let go for a long time without acting, because you need to do some sort of action, because this is like a physical thing. It's not like a human being, you know what I mean? It's like you got to get some finances going. You got to do something like physically. That's what I believe. Even when you're trying to manifest some money, let's say you're trying to play the lottery, you still have to get up from your house and go and play the lottery. So there's some amount of action that needs to happen, and so I don't like the not action mode. Okay, and the Hangman actually belongs to you, Pisces. So you're being yourself here. You've relaxed into who you are and relying on your own personal power. Okay, that's the good side of this. You're relying on your own personal power, your own personal spirit to pull you through this. So let's leave it positive and let's leave it there, because nobody knows how to be yourself more than yourself. If at this time of pain, this is how you need to be, is to be yourself, or sometimes you need to get out of yourself. So that also is there for you to think about. You see what I mean? Sometimes you need to get out of your own way so that you can do something that you're not used, you know, that you normally would not do to make things happen. So put all that in, you know, in perspective. In general, I would say that for all your bottom chakra, just watch your food. Make sure that you have you're eating vegetables, all the colors, you know, red, orange, green, yellow. Mix them all and just kind of don't eat too much heavy food, because they'll just drown you. Okay, right now that you are in pain and sad about this, it's best to eat light food that make you feel alive. Okay, so watch what you're eating very well. Drink a lot of fruits and vegetables. Okay, drink lots of fruit juice and water. and exercise also to release the tension and to get the blood flowing, and breathe, get the oxygen in, okay, so that the situation will work itself out. All right, you really need to work on that. Now, looking at your fourth chakra, you have the Five of Swords there. Just like you've gone into the hermit mood, I said the hermit mood. The hangman, sometimes I mix the hangman and the hermit sometimes, because they all kind of have similar things, you know. It's just kind of like interesting. The Five of Swords here, it's you trying in your heart space. You're trying to not resist what is going on. You're like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to cut my losses. I need to just accept what it is. Whatever I've lost, and just move on with my life. And you're being honest with yourself. Okay, this is what the heart wants you to do. This is what you want to do. You feel like, okay, yeah, you tried and you lost out. So it's time for you to walk away. In this situation, it is healthy for you to walk away so that you don't get into what? Conflict with the people that you care about. Okay, because this situation affects you, and it affects the people that are in your immediate what? Surroundings, your loved ones, people that you're in a relationship with, that you care and love for unconditionally. So you need to, like, if you get into battles with them concerning these situations and arguments, you need to understand that you need to walk away, and you know that it's best for you to walk away and let go, and just let go of the losses. So I like that placement, okay, so that you're not fighting with the people that care for you, or taking out your anger on them. They are not the reason why. You know not to harm them. That's why you've decided not to bring this situation around them, and decided to, like, cut it and let it be, and just take your losses and go. And I like it, because it's the good way. It's you showing that you're on the way to what? Healing and gaining your strength back and making another move, okay? But this has made you very guarded, though. You're very, like, protective when it comes to anything right now. Your enthusiasm and the way, you know, the happiness, you know, that feeling, that joy, that enthusiastic energy that you have towards the goals that you put out yourself is kind of hurting from all this, the failure or the thing that you lost. So now you become guarded, and you're like watching yourself like, man, I don't want to make these mistakes anymore. I know how it feels like to do this way and end up this way. So now you're protecting your assets, and you're watching out that you don't make the same mistakes that you did again. So you feel bruised about that. But there's nothing wrong with this energy. I feel like when you mess up, it is only natural for you to know how not to mess up. Okay, but in this situation, this is how you are expressing yourself. It is only natural for the situation for you to be expressing yourself in this manner at this moment. And it makes sense. Why do you go through the things that you go through? So you can learn. So you can learn and not repeat the same thing. Okay, but you cannot operate in I'm afraid and I have to watch out mode forever. So you have a lot of temporary things here that you have to watch, that it doesn't go to the extreme. Okay, so the Nine of Staffs here, in your expression and in your truth, is your expression, and it is your truth. And yeah, you have experienced losses and things like that, but make sure that it doesn't become your mantra, where you start to operate on fear and on worry and predicting negative things because negative things happened to you before. It's okay to know the truth that you can feel when you do it a certain way, but don't let it overtake your mind and start believing on miracles and things that can turn around for you in the new things. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. But I also think you should strengthen yourself. Like I said, eat your fruits and vegetables. Make sure the purple ones and blue ones are in there. Continue with this light food, diet here. Eating more vegetables. It is essential for you to feel light and not feel dense and feel heavy on yourself. It only makes you feel like this, you know, you don't want to feel that way. It's time for you to get up and feel light and start, you know, getting yourself out of the dense energy, the negative energy, the dense energy. Okay, so keep that, and also keep a turquoise on you. It will help. And even the citrine for the third chakra. Okay, you need to meditate for all these chakras. Okay, there is something that you need to work on for most of this. So I just say just meditate and just allow yourself to just connect with your spirit, which is your highest strength and your highest source of joy and everything at this moment, so that it takes over, which is pretty good. The Hangman is allowing you to do that in a way, but not like that, you know. It's like you may not be physically paying attention to yourself because you've let go and you've probably separated it from yourself. But you know, I think you need to meditate. It's important for you to go out there and get some fresh air and get some fresh new perspective on this whole situation and start all over with, you know, with more joy. Because you know what, looking at your sixth sense, you've started to manifest. You are thinking that you need to start all over and start with new opportunities and start manifesting. So you're on your merry way. It's very good. I love this card for this placement for your sixth sense, where you manifest things and usher in the things that you want in your life. Okay, so that's a beautiful card. Go ahead and manifest this. This is a great thing. It's taking you out of this situation really quickly. And looking at your crown, you have the 10 of Cups. Another beautiful card. In your spirit, you feel fulfilled. This is the energy that you need to manifest. Okay, you need this in your spirit, and you being encouraged and you feeling this energy from the universe for this manifestation to happen quickly. So you are doing the right thing. I love it. Keep going in that direction. You know, you're in the seventh chakra, where you connect with the universe and the spirit guides and, you know, your own spirit, and you knowing that you're one with divine and everything. You feel you have the 10 of Cups there. It's a happy home, a fulfilling energy of joy, peace, harmony. Okay, you feeling fulfilled in your emotions, in your heart, and things like that. Your spirit is elated. Okay, so you have this energy in your spirit, and you're going to manifest some financial goals here for yourself. Like I said, that's what you need to push the money in. When you're happy, you manifest better. When you're sad, you manifest more sadness, interestingly enough. So yeah, so at this moment we're gonna pull some Archangel cards. My angels, I call on you to give me further advice. Thank you. For the Pisces at this moment, 2 more cards to help them with their healing session. Okay. Ooh, that's too many cards. My angels, let's try this again. Ooh, oh no. Okay, let me take a deep breath and calm down. My energy is all over the place. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. We're just gonna keep the 3 cards. All right. Okay. So we have 3 cards from the Archangel for you, Pisces. We have career transition. You know what to do, and leadership. So let's read quickly the career transition. Archangel Shamil, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. You've prayed for help with your career and it's now occurring. Sometimes change is perceived as stressful, yet I'm helping to clear the old from your life to make way for the new. Pay close attention to your repetitive ideas, dreams, and visions, as these are divinely inspired roadmaps pointing the way along your desired path. You may not see the entire road, or where it's leading, but each step will be led along the way. So they want you to what? Pay attention to the signs that is going on. Since you've let go for the universe to handle, then it's only natural that you do what? Pay attention to the signs. The universe is helping you to get to where you need to get to, so you need to pay attention to the signs. Watch around you, look at how you feel, things that people are saying around you, the way the animals behave around you, the numbers that you see, the TV that you're watching, the information that is coming through, the things that you feel like going to do. Why do you have the urge to read this or to do this or to go here or to call somebody? Pay attention to your gut instincts, because it's in the solar plexus anyway. So when you get that hunch that go do something, hey, realize this is from the universe, so you need to act. All right, so let's move to the next one, which is the last one, I think, which is you know what to do. Alright, let's read it. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. You are far wiser than you realize, and your inner wisdom has already given you the answers that you seek. Embrace this knowledge and trust it. If you are doubtful, ask me to give you clear signs to validate your thoughts and ideas. I can also help you put your ideas into action and make decisions about the next steps to take. Just ask me and then be willing to work with me by taking action. So this is Archangel Uriel. So you got two angels here that are telling you to do what? Ask them to help you, and you already know what to do, to take action. Okay, you know what you need to do. Take action and look for the signs and follow what you need to do. You have all the answers. So, I feel like I didn't read the other card, the leadership, for some reason. Let's just read it. Yeah, I don't think I did. So let's read the last one. It's Archangel Gabriel. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Embrace your power in a loving way and use it for the greater good. I'll guide your actions so they inspire and motivate others. I'll also replay any self-doubt about your qualifications with an increased desire to serve, help, and teach. When your focus is more on how may I serve, then you won't worry what others may think about you. Focus upon your strengths, and then let me see, and many lessons you've learned, and how good it feels to be a living example of following one's divine guidance. So it's a lot of you following your own intuition and divine guidance, and you trusting in your own abilities, and you listening out for your own, for the inspiration and for the messages, and also help using the angels to help yourself to get to where you want to get to. So you need to, take care of that. That's pretty much all that I'm kind of getting from this for you. Okay, my Pisces, you are a powerful being. I know that you're a spiritual teacher. It's the highest house of spirituality. What else do you want to be doing but to serve the people, which is innate to you anyway? All right, so at this moment we're gonna channel some messages from the ancestors and the spirit guides and the archangels, or any other spiritual entity that may be able to use me as the medium to pass on any personal information for the Pisces that are watching at this moment. So as I was even breathing, the messages was already started coming. It says that you need to dissolve your feelings of inadequacies. So I guess you have some sort of self-doubt. I hear that you have temporary illusions. You can go after the money, but stop feeling bad about it. As long as it has a purpose and you balance yourself out in your desires, you should be okay. I hear that your generation, those of you watching, somehow have it in you that there's something wrong with going after some money. It's not just you, it's like your generation. Like a jaded group. I hear that it's children of the 70s and 80s. Most of you feel like there's something wrong with you going after money. You have a jaded perspective about it. And that's really what causes most of your downfalls. I hear that intellectual beings are around you. Your friends are super smart. Listen to their inputs, but don't let them take you away from your own thoughts. Don't follow them. Just listen to their inputs. I hear that customary marriage is like in the past. Either any way you want to get married is fine. You have archaic ideas. You have to get acquainted with the modern way of things. Get acquainted with computers to help you to manifest things faster also. Too old-fashioned, even in the way you look. You have a flamboyant flair when it comes to artistic stuff though. I don't know, I heard shave your beard. Go dancing. Smile. Laugh. Go rock climbing. I see you wearing white clothes. I want you to wear white clothes. Loose. Fit. I hear that spiritual retreats will make you feel good. It's like your home. It's natural to you. Cleanse your whole body in water. Natural waters like a river. Like under waterfalls. Is really going to transform a lot in you. Ah, I hear shave your beard again. They want you to transmute your psychic powers and apply it in the physical world. Hone in on the modality, on like a style of how you want to use your abilities and master that, and start helping people ASAP. I hear the healing hands are beautiful for you. Massages are good for you. Any last words, my angels? Any ancestor? I keep hearing no. So any last words for my spirit, from my spirit guides for the Pisces? I'm sorry to say, they say go shave your armpits and brush your teeth regularly. Something about iodine. In the water system needs to be flushed out. Okay, any last words for them so we can go? Just act. That's what I heard. Okay, so my Pisces, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. Feel free to comment, okay? Ask me any questions you want, and I would answer you. I'll see you in sometime in January, okay? Thank you so much, and I love you all.